It's rare that I make an admission that I don't know something, but here it is. I don't know everything there is to know about Bitcoin. I know nothing about Bitcoin, but Addison Cameron Huff does know, and he joins me right now because so many people, they even talk about it, but they don't know what it is. What is Bitcoin?
Bitcoin is an alternative to dollars. It's an alternative system in which people use cryptography to send and receive value.
What's cryptography?
Cryptography is the stuff that secures all of your internet communications. It's the stuff that secures your bank account. It secures everything. And people about 10 years ago, they came up with a way of using cryptography technology to send and receive value in a way that people can know that when I send you 1 Bitcoin, everyone else can know that it was sent to you, can prove it, and it can't be forged. So I can't then send that same Bitcoin to somebody else.
Okay, I get that, but then how do you get a value to Bitcoin? In other words, I know what $10 is, I know what $50 is, I know what the value of it is relatively, what I will buy. How do you assign a value to Bitcoin?
It's the exact same way. Just like the Canadian dollar has a value against the US dollar, and that changes, Bitcoin and everything else in the world has a value as well.
But we know who creates the money. We know the Americans create the dollar. We know the Canadian Bank of Canada creates the dollar. We know it's not, well, it probably is going to be inflated.
Oh, sure, but people buy and sell all kinds of things that they don't know who made it. It's not important
Bitcoin,
who made it.
how do you know that the value of Bitcoin is going to, 1 Bitcoin can buy a Tesla one day and buy 2 Teslas the next day? How is that decided?
Prices go up and down on everything across the world. That's the global market. And Bitcoin is an incredibly global market with trading happening across most countries in the world today.
And is it all entirely legitimate?
It is all unforgeable. It is correct. This is a system with near perfect uptime. Since it was invented, the network has always been running, it never fails, and there's never been an example of people being able to copy these units of it.
So when we read or hear somewhere, they say, well, Bitcoin's value has gone up. That's the market that has created that extra value for 1 Bitcoin?
Yes.
And right now people are saying, well, if you invest in 1 Bitcoin, you could make a lot of money because the value is going up.
I would never tell someone to do that. I've never told anyone to buy or sell Bitcoin in my entire life, but people should learn about it. This is a fascinating technology, and it's having an increasing impact on finance, and people are starting to adopt these same approaches and use them in other areas too.
Will it eventually replace our currencies?
It's already replaced it for some people to some extent. Will it replace the Canadian dollar? I have no idea. But also the Canadian dollar has almost no use outside of Canada. The Canadian dollar is only useful here. Bitcoin's useful all over the world.
God save our loony, our toonie. Thanks very much. 3 minutes. In these days of big government and reduced liberties and big spending and paid media, it's even more important that we have independent voices such as this, people coming on talking about the issues. At the very start of this production, we had some very generous donors. That's run out. I don't get paid. I want to put the message out there. However, the equipment, the crew does cost money. So if you want to help us keep on going with this thing, you can please send a donation. The address is below. Or if you want to sponsor this and have your name across, also contact us because we want to keep going and have an independent voice. Thanks.